Hi guys, welcome to Real Black Love with Sims and Bongs. Thank you so much for joining us for today's exciting episode. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. We welcome you, we appreciate you, and we know that you are definitely going to love it here. If you don't follow us on Instagram, our Instagram handle is _@RealBlackLove. So please follow us there. Follow us on Twitter, same handle, and we will engage more. Comment down below. We want to hear what you think about today's topic. Yeah.
So what are we talking about today?
So today we are talking about, guys, when they say that common sense is not really common, there's so many things that you meet someone, that you're in a relationship with, and you're like, everyone is supposed to know this. Every guy is supposed to know this. I can't believe that we are fighting about it, right? So today we'll be talking about those things that we feel like you should know, like they should become rules, actually written rules in relationships, but these are unwritten rules in relationships. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get straight into it.
Every relationship has its own core values that glue it together. Central to ours is love, family, and adventure. This is Real Black Love.
The first rule that we want to tackle a bit is texting etiquette. People mess this thing up so much, and I don't understand why, because it's common sense. If I'm your person, we are in a relationship, we are in love, you should at least text me every morning without fail. Every night without fail. Of course, that's if we don't talk on the phone, but you should be asking me how I slept and all of that, and a good night text. So I feel like that is something that I don't know why would anyone not do that?
Yeah, well, if that's not happening, I guess you're being ghosted. Maybe during those hours, even if it's not entirely, because I don't see the reason why you wouldn't want to check up on your person.
Yeah. First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. Like, guys, it's been a long time since I did that. I don't even know. Yeah, maybe when you are there, when the relationship, needs that to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm not here, let's say I go home, for holidays, that happens, right? Where you text me in the morning, and if Hoshapabo 11 and 12 and you haven't sent anything,
that's no longer
I'm
morning
like,
hours.
nah.
It's no longer morning hours.
It means you've forgotten about me.
Yeah.
It means there's something that's occupying you.
And she does that a lot. She'll
What?
contact me at 11 instead of 8 or 9.
But it's been a while, guys, since we've had two phones. I think it's because the last time I went home, I didn't have a phone, so I'd have to use my mom.
I'm not referring to that time. I'm referring to all the times.
Oh, you know why?
And then she goes MIA, her phone is off, and then...
No, babe.
Yes, her phone is off. She's been gone with family, and but it's fine.
You know what, guys? Let me tell you what happens when I'm at home, right? I wake up very early and I clean the house. So I get so occupied with a lot of things that I'm like, okay, I'm going to text him after washing dishes. After washing dishes, the kids are up. I have to make food for them. So, but I always make sure that before the morning hours pass, I've already contacted you.
And I think if the minute you open your eyes and you're making that decision to get up, take your phone, say good morning. Whether I respond at the time or not, but you've done your thing. You've done your bit. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Then it's also important every hour at least to check your phone.
True. Yes.
Not this thing of you check your phone after 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Then what do you expect? I probably sent you a text,
and now maybe you are occupied with something, you don't feel like
Yeah.
now chatting and stuff. Yeah. I also feel like, so tied to this point of texting, it's important for you to, your response time says a lot about how you are treating your person. Like it says a lot about the priority I take in your life. So if I text you at 8 and you're only going to respond at like 1 o'clock, what does that say about you? So response time when it comes to a person you are in a relationship with matters.
Yeah, it does. I think, I mean, if you were to do that, I'd simply think that I'm not important enough.
True.
Or whatever that I was saying wasn't important enough. You probably looked at the phone, because now these phones, you can do that. You can just see the message as it comes in.
And close it.
And close it. Or sometimes, yes, you can drop down.
Yeah.
Then look, read the bit that you can see.
Yeah.
Then you know, not open the message at all. So I might imagine that you did that and thought it's not worth replying to.
Yeah. So fix that, fix your life. If that's you, fix it, okay?
Sure. So
Sure.
what's the next unwritten rule?
The next unwritten rule is to check in with your person. Check in with your person during the course of the day. Check in with your person if, let's say, she's going to work. Don't be like, okay, you need to check in and you need to update your person about your whereabouts at least once a day.
About my whereabouts.
Yes, like you can't be, okay, obviously in the morning you're going to say good morning, babe, blah, blah, blah. Later on, like at night, you can't be telling me that, I actually ended up going to Durban and coming back. And I'm like, but I didn't even know. You never even said anything to me about Durban, right? You should be able to say, babe, I'm on my way now to a certain place. Then you've checked in. It's fine. Yeah.
So is it only limited to cities?
No, even places.
Because I travel a lot around
Yeah.
the city, and so I go to different places. In a day, I'd go to the east, to the west. I'd go even to Pretoria and back, and I don't always say that I've been maybe to Pretoria because I feel like it's just part of what I do, and that I travel a lot. I drive to so many places in a day, and so I don't always say I went to, unless there's something to talk about.
Yeah.
Then I'd say, yeah, well, on my way to, this happened, or I was thinking of this, or I saw this.
But that's why I said to you, at least once a day. So in that phone call, you're like, babe, I'm actually in Boksburg now. I'm going to be driving to Pretoria in 2 hours' time, blah, blah, blah. If when you were at Pretoria, you decided to go to Midrand, it's fine. You don't have to update me every time you change location. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying keep communicating with me so that you don't call me now, couple 4, and you're like, babe, Kitote Pancha, where are you? I'm in Pretoria. I thought you were going to Rosebank. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I see.
True.
I think while we're talking about keeping tabs or catching up, what did you say?
Checking
in. Checking phones. Checking phones. Your partner's phone. I think there you're asking for trouble, guys. You can share passwords and all that, but a lot of people would agree that sometimes you could find certain things that don't mean anything, but they could appear to mean something.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe that, like you're saying, as part of the check-in thing, set your own goals regarding your person's phone. I know I'm gonna be persecuted for this. Set your own goals to say at at least once a month, I need to know what's happening, what's really happening, in his life, like for real, for real, for real. And
No, how can you say you want to know what's happening in my life by checking my phone?
yeah, because
My phone is not my life.
it
If you want,
is.
no, if you want to know what's happening in my life, why are we not talking? Why are we not having
because there are
conversations
things
about that?
because there are things that will be happening in your phone that you wouldn't necessarily tell me.
What are those things? Describe.
No, babe, like whatever is happening.
There's nothing. I take calls.
Whatever is
I
happening,
send
maybe you've got
texts.
now new friends that I don't know of, and I am acquainting myself with, the recent updates, life updates.
Okay.
Yeah, and now, guys,
Apply for that heart attack.
I'm not for that. Whatever you don't know won't kill you. I'd rather know. So even if you preach to me about, hey, you'll find what you're looking for. I'll find it. It's fine.
And then, yeah.
It's fine. Like, I'd rather know. We'd rather kill something as it's not even starting, as it's awake. I don't know how to put it, but
As it sprouts, maybe.
yeah, that bit of interest. Be like, how? Why are you saying, oh, hot? You look hot. The finest.
She looked hot.
The finest babe. What? We should actually meet for lunch. What lunch is that? We're going together again.
No, yeah, it's fine. Let's go together.
That's me. That's my.
I think another one. Well, this is more personal.
Yeah.
Answering phones. Answering my phone. I personally don't like answering my calls. Now, yes, my own calls, myself. Now, when you do it, sometimes I feel like you don't know that I don't want to answer that call. And now you've said hello and you've said, hold on, he's just right here. And I'm like, damn it. Like, this person, if only she knew, I don't want to speak to this person now. Maybe sometimes I still need to do something for this person. I haven't done it. And I'm just trying to stall. So I'd rather, not answer and carry on doing what I have to do first. When I'm done, then I'll call the person back.
To be honest with you, it took me a very long time for me to understand what you're saying or your requirements, and to respect your boundaries as well. Because for me, first of all, I've always viewed people who don't answer their phones as dodgy. Like, if your phone rings and I'm with you and you decide not to answer it, I feel like, are you trying to hide something? You don't want to have that conversation with that person because I'm around or whatever. So that's how I viewed things initially. And I don't know, maybe it's about the teachings or practices I did when I was younger, that my mom taught me that if my phone rings and I'm not here, you say,
Can I take a message?
Mama's phone, hello, yes, can I take a message? Because it might be important. And yeah, that's how I've always done it. But when you said that to me, it took me a long time to understand that, we are not the same. You might not want to be talking to this person because of whatever reason. But for me, another thing is that it depends on who's calling. If I see that it's, let's say your phone is ringing and it's written work, and I know you had said that there's something from work that they're going to call you about and it's very important, and you're not in the room, I'm not going to let that pass because I feel like it's a lost opportunity. I'm just gonna say, okay, hold on, so that I run to wherever you are. If it's your mom, for instance, and I know that your mom doesn't normally call, let's say at 11 at night, I know it's something serious, so I will answer it and say, okay, please hold on, I'll give it to you. So I've always felt like, or now I feel like, circumstances will inform how I respond to it. So I wouldn't just say, okay, his phone's ringing, he said I must not touch it, I'm not going to touch it. If I see that there is written blue-eyed girl, I'll answer it and say, hi, who are you?
Wow, I don't date white girls.
No, whatever,
And I also don't answer your calls.
Which I hate, which I absolutely hate, because now all my calls, I feel like they're important. If it's not important, I'll answer it still and say, okay, please stop calling me, or whatever the case is. So if you don't answer my calls, I feel like, why?
I try to give you your phone so that you can answer your call.
But if I'm not here, like
not
if I'm
gonna answer
out,
there's no need. You're not there. Like, people need to
that
understand.
time it's a job that
For
I've
me,
applied for, and they are like, she's full of games, type of thing.
yeah, I know.
Just take a message for me, and let's move.
That's fine. But I think people need to understand that sometimes you're just not reachable. And it's okay. Even if it's a job interview or whatever. If they called 7 times that day, then fine. Warranted.
Yeah.
But if they called once and they want to say, no, whatever, I think that's just unreasonable. Sometimes we are just unreachable for
Maybe
many
it's a
reasons.
competition. that I
It's
entered.
fine. It's fine. Anyway, I almost I almost got won a what? Samsung S21. And I missed the call.
Yeah.
Guys.
You see, if I was there when the call was ringing and he said I must not answer his phone, he was still gonna lose. Whereas if he
It
says
wasn't a
no,
call.
babe, it was
It was a tweet message, DM.
Yeah.
They DM'd me to say, hey, give us your details. But well, yeah, it happens.
So the next one is, a guy always pays for the first date. I feel like I am pro chivalry. It can never be out of style, always pay for the first date. And after that, I feel like the rule is whoever initiates the date. Okay, no, I'm lying. A guy always pays for dates. Unless I've said to you that, okay, babe, today I'm going to spoil you. But if I didn't say that, and I'm like, babe, we need to go out. We haven't gone out. And you're like, okay, cool, let's go. You're paying for that.
I disagree. It depends. It depends on the setup. It depends on how your relationship is set up. If you're going to call and say, let's go out, it's on you. Let's go out. It's on you. If I call you and say, let's go out, it's on me. First date, if I have initiated it, I will pay. Even if you didn't initiate that date, I will pay because it's the first date, right? But this thing of assuming that we haven't gone out, that's you saying that, and therefore assuming that I'm going to pay, and you just randomly came up, with the idea for us to go out and so on. I don't think I'll always be willing to do that.
So
because you don't know. Sometimes I'm not in the best space financially. Maybe I had too many commitments, and I am a bit low, and I don't want to cross a certain margin with my finances. I think you can't just come and say, hey, let's go out. Then you say, yeah, but you have to foot the bill.
But if we are in a relationship and I can see that how this guy, it's been a month, he hasn't taken me out on a date. It's been 2 months, he hasn't taken me out on a date. It's been 3 months, he hasn't taken me out on a date. Because when maybe dates are just not your thing. Are you saying that because I'll always initiate dates, because dates sort of, they are like my love language type, then I have to pay for that because I'm the one who always initiates dates?
No, I mentioned timing. That you can't just rock up at any time.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if you never rock up, where now
No,
on your
if that's
part,
the case, then talk about it. Like, don't be. I think you can have a conversation about it. Hey, why are we not going out? I enjoy going out and so on, blah blah blah. So can we, make it a regular thing? Because the problem isn't that maybe I don't want to pay, or maybe it could be the problem, but it seems like the problem is that I am not into dates, and therefore we need to fix that part.
Anyway, this point took a long time. The next point is, always introduce your partner to your friends that, obviously are unfamiliar to your partner.
Yes, you should. You should. I think generally I'm not one to immediately when we meet, hey, this is my, I think I greet first, then say, this is, and maybe you might have a problem with that. Have I done that before?
Guys, let me tell you.
I believe so.
A little bit of story time, right? So I'm working with this guy. We are happy, we are going to run errands. In fact, we are going to buy groceries, I think. And as we're walking, there's this girl who's coming, right? And and then they see each other, and I'm like, okay, they know each other. And the reaction, when the reaction is sketchy, guys, like you can see that, okay, they know each other, but it seems like there's something there, like either the nature of their relationship or they met, I don't know. Anyway, they're like, oh, hey, and he's like, oh, hey. And you can see even when your person say, popamo, like,
Wow.
oh,
What are you talking about?
oh, hey, how are you? And now these people are so happy and they're in each other's spaces, they're hugging and all of that. Okay, cool. I'm respectfully, obviously, standing on the side, looking at this happy reunion. And like, oh, you stay here now? So now they're having that conversation and I'm like...
I can't remember this.
And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna wait here for this because this has been now like about 2 minutes. These people are basically catching up. Oh, when did you move here? I stayed on the road, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. And then I started like sort of walking, but slowly walking, hoping that he'll be like, oh, babe, actually come back. This is mama. Guys, I think I walked like for a minute. Like I walked and I was so far from them now. And he was just having a jolt there. That day I was so angry because I felt like now you're having a mini reunion, not even acknowledging to say, I'm not saying, okay, say, hey, this is my person, we've been together for 2 years, but just acknowledge to say, hi, yeah, this is my person, by the way, blah, blah, blah. And this is Mamang, we used to go to school together, or whatever the case is. Guys, I love that situation because it was actually toxic for me. So I feel like introduce your person to people, and I'm not just limiting it to the opposite sex, but introduce your person, like get into the habit of introducing your person, especially if you're in a serious relationship type of thing. It's a sign of respect. I feel like that is an unwritten rule. Should be a written rule.
Sure, I agree. Even though I don't recall what she's talking about.
You recall, babe. Remember, we were there by Carlton Center, next to the river bus station with that girl. You remember, because we even went home and had a mini rant about it. So what was I supposed to do?
Who did I say she was?
You never even said, because it was sketchy. It was dodgy.
I can't recall.
He's lying, guys.
No, I'm not. Why would I? Like, guys, I mean, when you talk about Carlton Center, Avaya and whatever, that's years ago. First of all, why would I lie about something that happened years ago and I know that nothing was happening there?
Anyway, it's fine. We move. The next point is, do not make reference to your ex under any circumstances, especially if it's in a way of comparing. In a way of comparing, like I'm cooking and you come and you're like, my ex used to make, the best mesh. Or even if you don't say the best, or you say, my ex was not good at this, don't bring an ex up, like, period. Don't. It's not necessary. It's not necessary, to be honest.
It's not. I agree. But at the same time, my mind just got thinking about, what if this is what if you are a widow and your husband died I think you guys shared so much that,
But your husband was not your ex, right?
okay.
Like that situation
yeah.
is quite
It's
different.
very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And you
Don't-
can't go back to your husband anyway.
no, you can't go back to your husband anyway. Yeah. But anyway, with normal exes, yeah, definitely don't.
The next one is the last one for me or from me, is when complimenting the opposite sex, keep it short, keep it brief, keep it straight to the point and respectful. So just say you look beautiful or whatever. Don't be on some the best girl in the world, girl of my dreams, the best smile I've ever seen. Whether it's on social media or otherwise, I feel like, why are you doing that?
Beautiful smile. Keep it like that. Agreed. Seems like you want to say something.
No, I'm waiting for you to say something.
No, that's what I'm saying. I agree. Keep it like that. Beautiful smile.
Yeah. I've never seen such a smile. Oh my God.
I feel like right now there's some laundry being, yeah, no. Hey, we are busy. We are addressing bedroom things. Guys, no, this is not
What
fair.
bedroom things, babe?
Eh?
What do you mean?
Like these are bedroom topics. We should be in our bed and talking together. Babe, you said her smile is the most beautiful smile in the world. You said whatever. You said this. Not now.
Anyway, yeah, that's all. That's all the unwritten things I have for today.
I don't have more. I can't think of more.
Yeah. So comment down below. Let us know if you have any things, other things that you feel like should be included in this list so that everyone who's in a relationship should know, guys. They should know, okay?
They should know, and therefore you guys need to share this with them so that they should know.
Yes.
Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our social media.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.